Alright, the topic of this video is going to be about ideology. The topic of this video is going to be about ideology. It's very I don't know, it's hard to like properly start this video off. By the way, I said I got sick before. In like another video I said I was ill. I'm kind of feeling a lot better now and stuff. Anyway, in another video I said I was like sick and stuff. I'm starting to feel a lot better. Yeah, but the topic of this video is going to be about ideology. The topic of this video is going to be about ideology and stuff. Okay, so ideology. What are you talking about? What are you getting at? Ideology. What do you mean? What do you mean by ideology? It's kind of, you know, like it's kind of like what's that even mean? What do you mean by ideology? What am I getting at? Okay, first of all, what do I mean by ideology? Ideology. Well, first of all, how would you define ideology? Like ideology, it's like in the name a little bit. Ideology, like the study of ideas. I don't know, something like that. Ideology, like what is an ideology? An ideology is literally an ideology is like a set of ideas, a set of ideas, or like a belief system and stuff like that. That's what an ideology is, like a bunch of different ideas that kind of form like this type of understanding on something. I don't know, an ideology, like, you know, like ideology, like communism is like an ideology. I'll just give you some examples. Communism is like an ideology. Socialism is like an ideology. It's like a collection of ideas that kind of that complement each other and kind of form like this great understanding of something. I don't know. Communism, socialism, these are like ideologies. There's other types of ideologies, but these are like the best examples to use. Ideology. Why am I talking about ideology though? What's the point of this video? Because like what ideology you have is so important. Ideology, because what is ideology? Well, first of all, how would you again define ideology? Like, what is ideology? Ideology, like it's in the name, ideology. Sorry, you can see like it's like the study of ideas, or it's like an ideology is basically like a bunch of different, like not different, a bunch of ideas that complement each other. Basically, an idea is just an idea of the world or something similar. An idea of something similar. I don't know. That's sort of what it's about. I don't know. It's like like ideology. It's like in the name, idea. Your ideas about, like, there's like some type of, there's like a bunch of ideas about something. I don't know, it's kind of very difficult to properly define it. You can look up like more academic definitions and stuff like that, more dictionary definitions. I don't want to waste your time like kind of going over those types of definitions, the dictionary academic definitions and stuff. It's kind of pointless for me to kind of go over that. I don't know. Ideology, it's in the name, idea. Communism, socialism, these are like ideologies and stuff. You get it? It's like it's basically, it's sort of like it's like it's like you have like some type of understanding and stuff. I don't know. It's sort of like a basically it's very hard to properly define like ideology. I guess it's like obviously it's in the name, ideology. It's like an idea, some type of idea, great idea and stuff. It's like an idea and stuff that is detailed and has that's like it's not just like any old idea. It's like any type of idea. It's like like, you know, communism. It's like this type of it's like a very comprehensive comprehensive understanding about something. Like that's what an ideology is, like some type of comprehensive sort of like, it is like a belief system, comprehensive belief system, kind of like this very rigid philosophical framework. That's what an ideology is. I'm kind of mumbling and I'm kind of stumbling. Well, okay, first of all, why am I even talking about ideology? Because like the ideology that you hold to is so important, and a lot of you people might not. A lot of you people that are watching my videos and stuff, you might not be like too like intellectual and stuff. You might not be really too like thinking too deeply about anything. But you know, like ideology, like what you believe is so important. It's sort of like that. Like basically, it's like a great. It's something that you believe in. Like that's what an ideology is. Like something that you strongly believe in. Something that you strongly believe in. That's what an ideology is. It's like something that you strongly believe in. That's what an ideology is. Like some sort of belief that you strongly hold to and stuff like that. Like you believe that communism is true. Like communism is like an ideology, and you strongly believe in it and stuff. That's sort of like what communism. I mean, not communism, but that's what this type of like. That's what ideology sort of means. It's like something that you strongly believe in. Like, some type of thing that you believe in, like some type of idea. It's in the name, ideology, idea. It's like an idea that some type of idea that you strongly believe in, like the idea of communism, the idea of socialism, these types of ideas and stuff, and these political philosophies. It's like ideology is sort of like a very rigid philosophical framework. That's what an ideology is, like a very rigid philosophical framework, or like some type of framework and stuff about some type of topic or concept. It's like a very rigid framework for some type of. I'm kind of mumbling. Some leaves fall on me, man. It's kind of ideology. It's very. I'm having difficulties properly defining like what ideology means, because it's like it is sort of hard to like properly define this type of word. I don't know. It's just a word though, and it's sort of in the name. I shouldn't really even need to define it. Ideology. It's like. It's sort of like just an idea that you strongly believe in anyway, like the idea of communism, socialism, stuff like that. I don't want to kind of waste too much time on explaining to you what like the word ideology means, but you know what, like, okay, so why is this relevant? Why are you talking about ideology? Are you dumb? No, ideology, what you like, basically ideology is like idea. It's like what you believe in is so important. What type of belief system you have, or something like that. You know, ideology, religions are sort of like ideologies as well, aren't they? Are they? I don't know. They sort of are like ideologies, religions and stuff like that. Religions are sort of like ideologies, aren't they? I believe so. I believe religions are like ideologies. Basically, ideology is in the name idea, like a very rigid philosophical framework, or like some very rigid framework for some type of concept and idea. Get it in the name, ideology, idea. But you know, what you believe in, basically, that's what ideology is. What you strongly believe in. That's how I would define it. Like, something that you strongly believe in. Like, what you believe in is so important. You don't understand. Like, it relates to all these different very important existential issues and problems and concepts and stuff like that. You know, like morality as well, it relates to that. Like what you believe in is so important, because you know, communism, that could be like something that you strongly believe in. That's like very important. That's gonna, like, if you believe in communism, that's gonna, like, it's gonna impact like your entire like way of seeing the world. Is gonna impact like how you understand the world, and like how you form your ideas about the world, and etc. and stuff. Or some other type of ideology, again, religions and stuff. If you're a Christian, Muslim, Jew, that's that, you know, that you believe in like some type of ideology. You believe in the ideology of Christianity or Judaism or Islam. That, like, believing strongly in these types of religion, is gonna taint your entire worldview. It's gonna change the way you see the world and stuff, and how you understand the world and everything. Like that's what ideology is. Something that you strongly believe in, like some type of idea that you strongly believe in. That's how I would define it. And that's so important. Like what you believe in is so important. What type of idea you believe in and stuff. What ideas you believe in and stuff. What you believe in is so crucial and important. Because, like, again, if you're a Christian, Muslim, Jew, you believe that there is like a God that's above us and he's controlling everything and blah blah blah, and he's in charge. If you believe that, that's gonna have like some type of massive effect on your on the way you understand our world. Damn, you see the wind, man? It blows so hard here in England. Like what you believe in is so important. That's what ideology means. Like an idea that you strongly believe in. That's what ideology is. Like what you believe in is so powerful. Like that's what it is. I mean, obviously, again, there's academic dictionary definitions that you can like kind of go onto Google, and you can kind of do research about. But I'm just going to give you my own like very dumbed down, filtered explanations and definitions and blah blah blah. Like ideology, what you believe in, basically, like what ideas you believe in and stuff. That's so important. Because if you believe in communism, that's gonna alter the way you see our world. That's gonna like literally like your entire perception of our world and our reality is gonna be so different if you hold to like this type of ideology of communism, or obviously religions as well. If you're a Christian, Muslim, or Jew, and you believe in Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, you strongly believing in these religions, that's gonna like alter your worldview and your understandings of everything and stuff. If you believe that there's like the Abrahamic God is real and he's above us and he's controlling everything, that's gonna influence everything in your life, right? The way you live, how you live, like how you see the world, like everything, like your understandings of morality and right and wrong, all of this starts to like get like molded by like what you strongly believe in, like what ideology you strongly believe in and hold to and stuff. Which is why this video is very important to make, because ideology, what you believe in, is so important. What you believe in is so important. It cannot be understated or underestimated. I don't know how to say that properly, but what you believe in is so important. You cannot be so naive and stupid to think that like what your beliefs don't matter and stuff like that, unless of course you don't care about your life. You don't really care about your life or something. I don't know, you're not too concerned about, I don't know, living a meaningful life. I don't know, you just want to stay kind of ignorant and stupid. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know. These are just tips. In my videos, I'm just giving you like my own personal ideas and opinions and stuff, and tips and pointers. You don't need to like listen to everything I have to say. You might even want to click off this video if you hate me so much. I don't know. But ideology, what you believe in, is so important. Like what type of idea you believe in. Like ideology again. What ideology you believe in. What your beliefs are and stuff about the world and stuff. Your beliefs and stuff and what you strongly believe in. All of this is so important. It relates to all parts of your life, all manners of everything and stuff like that. It's so important, like what you strongly believe in. If you strongly believe in communism and stuff, your entire worldview is going to be different, man. How you see the world is going to be different. How you, like, your understandings of right and wrong and stuff and morality, all of this is going to be just tainted by your strong belief in communism. Or you might be a religious person. You might be like a religious person and stuff, and you believe in like the Abrahamic God and how he's real and he's up there controlling our planet and our world and stuff. If you believe that, that's gonna like alter your entire reality, like how you experience the world and everything like that. Your understandings of morality and right and wrong and all of this type of stuff. It all like it's very like what you believe in, what idea you believe in, what ideology you believe in is so important. Of course, a lot of you might be saying and thinking to yourselves that I don't believe in any type of ideology. I don't believe in any type of ideology. Get out of here with your ramblings and your nonsense. I don't believe in any type of ideology. Come on, no, that's not true. I believe we all have some type of ideology we believe in. I believe so. If you're like religious, the ideology that you believe in is your religion, Christianity, Judaism, Islam. Even if you're not religious, like atheism sort of is like obviously it's like a concept. It's like what is an ideology? It gets a little vague and kind of speculative and stuff. But we all have something that we strongly believe in, right? Don't be stupid. We all have something that we strongly believe in. You might be a religious person, so you strongly believe in your religion. You might be an atheist or someone secular and stuff, and so you believe in like the theory of evolution and Darwinism and stuff, and atheism and all this stuff. You strongly believe in that. Like what you believe in is so important. That's what ideology is. Like an idea. It's in the name ideology. It's so hard to define it properly because there's like you can define it in so many different ways. But what you it's basically what you strongly believe in and stuff like that. It's so important. Ideology is so important, like what you strongly believe in. There's so many ways to define it and stuff like that. There's so many ways to define it. It's so important. It's so important. It's so important. So important. It's so important, like to know that like your beliefs are important and stuff like that. Your beliefs, like what you believe and stuff, is so important. Like what ideas you believe in, like what you strongly believe in is so important. That's like what ideology is is about and stuff like that. Like, it's so important. You have to at least understand this, right? What you strongly believe in is so it's so important. It like your entire reality, the way you experience reality, drastically changes depending on like what you believe in, like the way you like your reality and stuff, like how you experience life. It all changes depending on like your belief systems and your understandings and what ideas you strongly believe in and stuff like that, and what ideologies you're attached to and stuff. Is so important. This is so important to kind of so that you understand that, like your beliefs and your like what you believe in and stuff, and your attachments to specific ideas and understandings and political philosophies and whatever, and religions and stuff like that. All these things, they shape the way you experience life. Obviously, which is why I'm making this video, because I'm trying to help you become more aware, like, so that you don't get misled or something. You go down the wrong path in life. I don't know, you choose the wrong ideas, the wrong ideologies, the wrong belief systems and stuff, and your entire life starts, you start to experience a lot of problems because you're choosing the wrong ideas, the wrong belief systems, the wrong ideologies and stuff like that. Ideology, basically, it's in the name, ideology. You gotta be careful, man. You make sure you're not believing in nonsense, communism and stuff like that, or socialism. There's so many different examples to use. Ideology, you're not believing in the wrong ideas, the wrong belief systems and stuff. Okay, but how would you define wrong and stuff like that? Obviously, there's no type of objective yardstick to use to properly define these types of things, like what's right and wrong. There's no objective yardsticks. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a dumbass. I don't know. I'm telling you not to believe in the wrong ideologies, the wrong ideas, the wrong belief systems. That's maybe I'm just being a dumbass. Maybe how do you objectively measure what's right and wrong in that regard? I don't know. But just be more cognizant of what you believe in and stuff. That's so important. Be more cognizant. Have it in in your head. Okay, are these ideas and are these belief systems, and is this type of ideology or I don't know, is what I believe in true, or is it just nonsense? Be more cognizant of that. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not telling you right and wrong, these types of things. There's no objective yardstick to measure these types of things. Believing that, how do you define wrong? How it's I'm being sort of a dumbass. I don't know. I'm trying to help you become more cognizant of this, because what you believe in strongly, that's what ideology. It's sort of I don't know. Obviously, there's so many other definitions and ideology. You can say it's the study of ideas. I don't know. There's so many different definitions, blah blah blah. But basically, what you strongly believe in is so important. It's so important. The way you your reality changes depending on what you believe in is so important. The way you experience reality and stuff, how you experience your reality, your life and stuff, it all changes depending on your belief systems and your ideas and understandings about our world and stuff like that, and what sorts of things you believe in your head, and what ideas and ideologies you're attached to, and what religions you believe in. All of these sorts of things, it all changes depending on on what you believe in and stuff. Your entire your reality tunnel, so to speak, your life and stuff. I don't know, I'm being kind of stupid with my words. How you experience life changes depending on what you believe in your head. That's basically what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, how you experience life changes depending on what you believe in your head. Because if you're a Christian, Muslim, or Jew, you're very religious and you believe in these types of Abrahamic faiths. I don't know. You're not going to eat specific foods and stuff, and you're gonna kind of not do specific things, turn away from specific things. I don't know. You're not gonna live a degenerate lifestyle. So you see, you're gonna experience life very differently than someone that doesn't believe in those types of religions. So what you believe in your head is so important. The ideas, the ideology that you have in your head is so important, because it alters the way you live and stuff. Communism and stuff like that, socialism, obviously. If that's in your head, you're gonna have all these types of beliefs about the world and stuff. You're gonna act in a different way compared to someone that doesn't have the ideology of communism or socialism in their heads. What's in your head is so important. Be cognizant of that. I don't know. Atheism, obviously, as well, because really we all have some type of ideology that we strongly believe in, even if you're not religious or something, or if you don't hold to any very serious political ideologies communism and socialism and stuff like that. You do believe strongly in something and stuff. You do believe in something strongly. We all believe in something strongly. I don't know. So yeah, it's so important. It's super important. What you have in your head is so important. That's what ideology is. It's a set of ideas that you have in your head. It's how you see the world and stuff. That's so important. What you believe in is so important. You gotta you gotta be at least a little bit aware. You gotta be a little bit aware of what you believe in and stuff like that. So important. Again, if you're religious and stuff, you're a Christian, Muslim, or Jewish person, I don't know, you believe in the Abrahamic God, I don't know, in the Abrahamic scriptures, I don't know, you're gonna live the way how you experience life is gonna be so different compared to like someone that doesn't believe in those religions, someone that's just like more secular and atheistic and stuff, someone that doesn't really care about those religions. It's gonna you're gonna live your life very differently compared to someone that's more of an atheist and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because you're like, if you're a Christian, Muslim, Jew, if you're like very religious in that way, I don't know, you're gonna not do like, you're not gonna be sort of a degenerate person, right? You're gonna be more upstanding. I don't know how, in a more traditional sense. I don't know. Obviously, how would you like define like degenerate and stuff? I mean, there's a lot of subjectivity, but I mean in a more traditional sense. Like if you're a Christian, Muslim, or Jew, you're not gonna be like living like, you're not gonna go to parties and drink alcohol and stuff like this. So yeah, you see, you're gonna experience life very differently. Like again, because you have these types of beliefs in your head. You have these ideologies in your head. You believe in, because you believe in like the Christian Muslim. You believe in, because you're a Christian, or you might be a Muslim or Jew. You believe in Christianity, Islam, or Judaism. I literally, I'm kind of all over the place. Sorry, because recording outside can be kind of a little bit kind of overwhelming. I don't know, sometimes. It's so important to understand this. What you believe in, like the ideas you have in your head, they alter the way you experience life. You live differently depending on like what ideologies inside of your head is so important. Morality, right and wrong, it relates to so many different things. Ideology, like what you strongly believe in, that's so important. We all have something that we strongly believe in. You gotta be a little bit aware of this. So freaking cold. What you strongly believe in is so important. We all have something that we strongly believe in. Don't be delusional to think that you're like, you don't have, your ideology doesn't relate to me, I don't believe in anything, I don't know. Maybe that might be true. You might not believe in anything. You might be like, I don't know, even nihilist, but you're a nihilist, and you might believe in nihilism. Oh, that nothing matters, I don't know, because you believe in nothing, so nothing, I don't know how. Maybe I'm just being a dumbass. A lot of you probably aren't even thinking too much about this, but I don't know. I'll make this quick video about this. Well, it's not quick, it's gonna be 40 minutes long, hopefully, I don't know. Anyway, but ideology, what you strongly believe in, it relates to so many different things. Like if communism, if that ideology is inside of your head, you're gonna understand everything about our world so differently. Right? The way you're more like how you like view things and stuff. Your understandings of morality and everything like that. It's gonna be so different. It's gonna be so different, man. It's gonna be so different. Yeah. It's going to be so different, man. Morality, like if you have this type of ideology of communism inside of your head, if you have this ideology of communism in your head, you're gonna, like, the way you see the world is going to be so different. It's going to be so different. I don't know. You're gonna see the world in a very different way compared to someone that doesn't really care about communism, obviously. Your morality, like how your moral understandings and stuff like that, your beliefs about economics and all of this is just gonna be tainted by the ideology of communism or some other ideology. I don't know, any type of other ideology that you might have in your head. It's so important, like what you believe in, like what's inside of your head is so important. What you strongly believe in is so important. You're gonna like at least become a little bit more cognizant of this, right? Damn, man. You're gonna be more cognizant of this, man. I don't know. What you believe in is so important, super important. That's what ideology is, like an idea that you strongly believe in. Ideology, it's in the name, idea. What ideas you believe in, what your belief system is, it's so important. It alters the way you experience life. I don't know. What's in your head alters the way you experience life. It's super important that you at least you do become like a little bit more cognizant of like your belief system and like stuff, and like what ideas you believe in and stuff, and what you strongly believe in. You have to be more cognizant of this, because how you experience life is going to be affected by what you believe in and stuff. Because if you're a religious person, you believe in like Christianity, Islam, or Judaism, you believe in these types of religions, you're not going to be a degenerate. Hopefully you're going to be more upstanding in a traditional way. I don't know, you're not going to be going to parties and drinking alcohol. You get it? What you believe in is so important. It alters like how you like your experiences and stuff with life. It alters how you experience life and stuff like that. What you believe in, super important. So important. you gotta be a little bit more cognizant. It's so important because it relates to so many different things, like your understandings of morality, all of this stuff. What ideology you believe in is so important. What ideas are in your head are so important. Like what, because that's what ideology is. It's in the name, ideology, ideology, idea, and then ology, like the study of ideas. You got to be very cognizant of like what you believe in is so important. What your beliefs are, like what your beliefs are and stuff like that is so important. What ideas you believe in and stuff like that, what you strongly believe in is so important. You cannot be kind of ignorant and stupid and stuff like that to think right, that your belief, like what you believe in, doesn't matter and stuff like that. It's so important. Your ideas about the world are so important. Like, I mean, yeah. Ideology, obviously. What is ideology? Ideology is sort of, is this something that you strongly believe in? I don't know. It's like some type of philosophical, like very rigid philosophical framework that you believe in. I don't know. It's like a very strong concept that you believe in. It's so hard to properly define what ideology means. Like the word ideology, how would you define that properly? You can go on Google and look for more academic dictionary definitions and whatever. But you know, I don't waste your time. I'm not going to waste your time with that. Basically, ideology, the word, it basically means like some type of concept that you strongly believe in, like the concept of communism or something, or socialism, even religion. It kind of relates to religion as well. It's so important. What you believe in is so important. What's inside of your head is so important. Like what ideas and stuff like that are in your head is so important. You gotta be more cognizant of this. You gotta be more cognizant of this. I don't know. Be more aware and stuff like that. I don't know, because what's in your head, like what type of ideas are in your head, what ideologies in your head, it alters the way you experience life. All your like behavior changes depending on like what type of ideology is inside of your head. I don't know. It sounds like so insane. I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's doesn't sound like I'm being very like smart. I don't know. It sounds like I'm just being a dumbass, giving like saying nonsense. But you know what's in your head. It's so important. That's so important. That's what I'm getting at. What's in your head is so important. Like what you believe in is so important. So important. There's so many different types of ideologies that are out there right now and stuff. So many different ideologies: communism, socialism. Obviously, there's also I forgot to mention. This is very important. Feminism and stuff. Feminism. You know, I don't want to talk too much about feminism and stuff like that. Don't want to talk too much about feminism, but there's so many different ideologies out there now and stuff. There's so many different ideologies out there and stuff now. I don't know. Must be cognizant. You have to be aware and stuff that you're not being kind of led down the wrong path in life. I don't know. You're being led down the wrong path in life. I don't know. So important. I don't know. It's up to you though. I'm just giving you some tips and pointers. That's it. You don't have to like consider. You don't really have to take on board everything I'm telling you. Just maybe you want to stay ignorant. I don't know. It's up to you. What's in your head is so important. Be aware of that. All right. Be very cognizant of like what's inside of your head. Like what ideas are inside of your head. That's so important. That's so important. Like what's in your head is so important. People they don't think too much about this. Like a lot of us, we have been sort of brainwashed since we were like born as like little babies. You went to school and stuff like that, or some other type of education center, and people were putting their ideas into your head. And now you might be a little bit more grown up and stuff, and like all these types of ideas are still in your head. That other people, they've put their ideas into your head and stuff, and that's like how you like see the world and your understandings of morality and ethics and all of these types of things. It's so different compared to like when you were just like born as a baby, with none of these other people's ideas in your head. Like since when you were born as a baby, and then when you were starting to turn into a toddler and stuff, and becoming a young boy or girl, blah blah blah, and you were sent to school or some other education center, other people have been putting their ideas into your head and stuff, and so and you might be a little bit more grown up now and stuff. You just need to be more like, you need to like be cognizant of this and stuff. Like what ideas or what's in your head is so important. What you believe in is so important. Like, I don't know, it's so important. Ideology, what ideology you believe in is so important. Because you're like how you experience life is going to be very different compared, like, depending on like what's inside of your head, like what ideas you believe in, what your belief system is, what ideology you hold to and stuff. How you experience life is going to be so different. Like what path you go down is going to be so different depending on like what ideology is inside of your head, what ideas, belief systems are inside of your head. Shoot. The cold wind, man, here in England is so hard to make videos like this outside when it's like the wind blows on my arms. It's so freaking annoying. What you believe in is so important. What's inside of your head is so important. Don't be a dumbass. To stay ignorant and stupid. To stay ignorant and stupid and stuff. I don't know. What's inside of your head is so important. You can't be you can't like choose ignorance. I don't know. Again, ever since you were born as a little baby, other people have been putting their ideas and their belief systems into your head. They've been hammering things into your head since you were just a little boy or girl, and maybe a little bit older now. Be cognizant of this. I don't know. What like, think about what's inside of your head. I know that sounds so bizarre and weird, kind of freaky. I don't know. I'm not talking in like a very literal sense. Like, oh, you need to like think about like your brain's muscle organ, the muscular parts of your brain or something. I'm not saying that you need to like think about like how your brain is and stuff, like the muscle tissue of your brain and stuff, is something stupid like that. I mean like in a more metaphorical sense. Like like, think about what's inside of your head, like in terms of like your beliefs and your ideas and what ideologies you're attached to, stuff like this. Think about them very carefully. Because you have like all these different paths that you can go down in life. Like you have like you're here stuff. Your life can go down these other, like there's so many different paths. It all depends on like what's inside of your head, what you believe in and stuff like that, your ideas about the world and stuff, your ideology and stuff, what's concepts you strongly believe in, all of that stuff. It determines like where you go in life and stuff like that. So important that you become more cognizant of what's inside of your head. Obviously not in a very literal sense. I don't mean like you need to like see what your brain is like. I don't know. You don't need to like get like some type of X-ray scan of your brain. I don't know. If that maybe that's kind of stupid. How can you get it? You don't need to like see what your brain is, or, like, I don't know, the physical structure of your brain. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in a more metaphorical sense, like what ideas are in your head and stuff like that, your belief systems, and again what ideology you strongly believe in and stuff. Super important. It determines how you experience life, and it determines where you're going in life and stuff like that. Super important. So important. What you believe in is so important. What ideas are in your head are so important. It's very important. Oh, it's the cold wind, man, in England. I hope I don't drop my GoPro camera, man. So important. What's inside of your head is so important. What ideas are in your head, what belief systems are in your head, what ideologies are in your head is so important. Do not be ignorant and stupid. Pay attention. Pay attention. Be more aware of like what's inside of your head in a metaphorical sense. I don't know. Be like more be more aware of like what you believe in and stuff like that. Like what do you believe in and stuff? It's so important. Think about this very carefully. What do you actually believe in is so important. What type of concepts, ideas and stuff do you believe in is so important. Very important. I don't need to keep stressing this though. I don't want to keep stressing this. What you believe in is so important. So important. I don't want to keep wasting time on this, though. I don't want to keep kind of mumbling over myself, but what is an ideology? Sort of like, it's basically ideology is in the name, an idea, some type of concept that you strongly believe in. That's what an ideology is. So important. Like, what you believe in is so important. So important. It cannot be underestimated or understated or whatever. The stuff inside of your head, not in a very literal sense. I'm not talking about your brain, but like your ideas and your beliefs about the world are so important. What you believe in is so important. The way you experience life, the way you experience life is so drastically different depending on what you believe in. This, like, what ideas are in your head, what ideology you believe in, and stuff like that. And if you're a communist, you're gonna live it different. You're gonna live your life very differently, and so you're gonna, like, your understandings of morality and ethics are gonna be super different compared to someone who isn't a communist. Ideology is so important. It's like, whew, the cold wind here in England. It's like, you know, like when you take a cold shower, sort of like that, man. I'm being out here with just my shirt on. Whew. The cold wind, it fucking hurts, man. I'm telling you, it literally hurts. It literally hurts, I swear. Anyway, ideology is so important. What you believe in, what stuff is inside of your head, not in a literal sense. I'm not talking about your brain, but your beliefs and your ideas about the world and stuff is so important. Don't choose ignorance. Listen to what I'm telling you. Be more aware of what's inside of your head, what's been put into your head by other people. So important. The cold wind hurts, man. Be more cognizant and aware of what's been put inside of your head. Don't be ignorant and stupid. Damn, I'm coughing up here, man. I don't know what it is. It's probably something in the air, or it's the cold wind. Yeah, what you believe in is so important. How you experience life is going to be very different depending on what you believe in, the stuff inside of your head. Obviously, when I say stuff inside of your head, I don't mean in a literal sense. I'm not talking about your brain. More like in a metaphorical sense, like what your ideas and beliefs and stuff. It's so important. What you believe in is so important. What ideas you believe in, what ideology you believe in, what concepts are that you believe in stuff, and what concepts are and ideas and ideologies are in your head are so important. All this is so important. Don't choose ignorance. You need to understand that what you believe in is so important. It cannot be underestimated. Don't choose ignorance. Hopefully you listen to me and you at least become a little bit more aware of what's inside of your head. Obviously in a metaphorical sense. In a metaphorical sense, I don't know what's inside of your head. You have to be more aware of this. Obviously not in a literal sense. I don't mean you to think about your brain in like in terms of like your brain as an organ, but like what's inside of your head, like your ideas, your beliefs, what ideologies you believe in, stuff, what ideology you're attached to. So important. so important. It determines where your life is going to go in the next couple of years, how you're going to experience your life. All of this is so important, and it all depends on like what stuff is that you believe in inside of your head. The cold air, man, is so annoying. What you believe in is so important. What you believe in, you have to be very cognizant of what you believe in, what ideology you believe in, what ideas you believe in, what your belief systems are, what belief systems are inside of your head, what concepts are inside of your head, what ideologies are inside of your head, what ideas are inside of your head. All this stuff determines where you're going to go in life and how you're going to experience life. Be more aware of the stuff inside of your head in a more not in a very literal sense. There we are, the cold air, man. I hurt so badly, man. The cold air stings, man. Be more aware of the stuff inside of your head. The cold air is killing me, man. The cold air is literally killing me. My hands are freezing. Ideology again. What is ideology? It's in the name. Ideology. You could say it's like the study of ideas, or you could say but that's kind of a different definition. Ideology. I mean, it's basically like a strong concept that you believe in, like some type of rigid framework that you believe in. I don't know. It's like a very rigid philosophical framework that you strongly believe in. Some type of concept that you strongly believe in and stuff. That's what an ideology is. So important. What you believe in is so important. The stuff that's in your head, like in a metaphorical sense, is so important. I don't mean like what's inside your head. I don't mean like your brain as an organ. I mean like the ideas and the beliefs and the ideology and stuff like that. That's inside of your head. That's so important. It determines like how you experience your life and where your life is going to go. Also, you know, the Nazis and stuff like that, and Nazism and stuff like your ideology. It can also taint like your morality and your character and it could turn you into a monster depending on like which ideology is inside of your head, like because of Nazis and stuff. Blah blah blah. I don't want to talk about them too much now. You know, your ideology, like what you strongly believe in, is so important. Hopefully, you become more kind of cognizant of everything I've said in this video. Be more aware of the stuff that's inside of your head. Obviously, when I say the stuff inside of your head, I don't mean like your brain as an organ, but I mean more like in a metaphorical sense, like again the ideas and the beliefs that are inside of your head and stuff, and what ideology is inside of your head. So important. Hopefully, you think about all of this very carefully.